Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakwadash. Double lines to the elders of GMS rule well. Peace, salutations to like Akim on the four corners, percent truth, sincerity. Peace be unto you and Shalom. Okay, last time we left off at Ezekiel 37 and 6, and I'll just read verse 6 again, for you know, just for reiteration's sakes, I guess so to speak. This is Ezekiel 37 and 1, and I will lay sinews upon you and will bring up flesh upon you and cover you with skin and breath and put breath in you and ye shall live. Because the breath we left off at is the law, statutes, and commandments, which the law was always, it was oral back in the time of Adam, so that was that breath. Now, today, we have the law, statutes, commandments. It was written in stone. Reading on, and put breath in you, and ye shall live. So, that's how you live. You follow the law, statutes, commandments. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking. And the bones came together, bone to his bone. Now let me grab a precept over here, Revelations. This is Revelations chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from God entered into them. And they stood upon their feet. And great fear fell upon them which saw them. So they stood upon their feet. The Spirit of life. It's the same thing that you're reading about over here in Ezekiel 37. I'll read it again. It says, so I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them, but there was no breath in them. And then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind. Prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith Yahweh Elohim, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So it said, breathe on them. That breath, that wind, that life. Verse 10, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood. Same thing in Revelation chapter 11 says, and they stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. That's why the nations got afraid. The temple is being built. The third temple is being built. They're seeing it before their eyes. I thought we done away with y'all. I thought the name of Israel would be no more remembered. So I thought we took crafty counsel. How the hell they found out they were Israelites? They weren't supposed to know that. They're afraid. They're shaking in their boots. They're trembling. They don't know what the hell to do. All they know is that Israel is coming together. And all these prophets are prophesying about things that's going to come to pass, them going into slavery, and they're seeing things that we've already said come to pass. Pestilence. Here you have this Devach 91 that came to pass. You have more prophecies coming to pass. The issues that's going on with America and Russia, the eagle and the bear, You know, all of this, they're feeling, the wicked elite of this earth, of this universe, of this world are fulfilling Bible prophecy to a T, to an absolute T, and they know that they're doing it. Everything that they're doing just helps further reveal who they are, that they're the wicked, and they can't stand it. And it talks about the wicked being revealed in Thessalonians. You know, and this wicked is being revealed, and all these other nations are being revealed. It's we are being called, you know, who we are. We're being called Israel in the land of our captivity. Reading on, verse 11, it says, Then said he unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, Our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off from our parts. Now, how does Israel say that? Our bones are dried up. You know, the Black Panther movement, you know, the 5%er, all these other movements that have tried to come to pass, that tried to help. They're just saying our bones are dried up, we tired, we dead, we are lost people, we're lost. But guess what? You're lost because Hosea 4:6 says, My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We have a lack of knowledge of this covenant. You know, we also destroy for having a lack of general knowledge as well too. But it's mainly that the knowledge of the covenant, the law, statutes, commandments, what we're supposed to do, what we're supposed to keep. That's what we're destroyed for. That's why our bones are dried up. Verse 11 again, it says, Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh Elohim, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves, and cause you to come up out of your graves, and bring you into the land of Israel. So come up out of our graves. Heading back in Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8, these are the graves. Revelations 11 and 8 says, And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of that great city, of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Yahweh was crucified. Now Yahweh, our Yahweh Shai, our Yahweh Shai was not crucified in Sodom and Egypt. Here it is, we were lynched and hung. So they do it to the least of them, you're doing it to Yahweh Shai. You know, his name has been blasphemed over here, so he's been crucified plenty of times. So the dead bodies is talking about us in a dead state, lying all over the street. You know, because you're not walking around seeing dead bodies everywhere. But spiritually, we're dead. So these are the graves. You know, all over here is graves. Any congregation of where you see a bunch of people who are not following the law, statutes, commandments, just being a bunch of, you know, 2/3 niggas and nigglets, that's a grave right there. Verse 12, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, Yahweh, have spoken it and performed it, saith Yahweh. Because by that time, guess what? That law, that breath is going to be in us, that we're going to be under that new covenant. We're not going to be teaching everybody to know the Most High Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh Shai. It's going to be in our inward parts. That goes into Hebrews, the 8th chapter. You know, we're going to have that heart of flesh. This heart of stone is going to get rid of. Verse 15. The word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Moreover, son of man, take thee one stick, and write upon it for Judah, And for the children of Israel, his companion, take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. So unity, we're coming together, we're coming back. The tribes coming back together, because we're not cast off forever. Mosai never had that in his. That was never part of the Mosai's plan for us to be cast off forever. And now I'm only dealing with the southern tribe. No, as is written, all Israel shall be saved. Every single last one of Israel is going to be saved. There's not going to be, in the kingdom, we're not having the tribe of, Reuben, they went off, they not here no more. No. All of them. Have God cast away his people which he foreknew? God forbid. For I am also an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the seed of Benjamin. Quoting Paul. All right. And on that note, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakwadash. Double honors to apostles and elders, GMS Ruel. Peace, salutations, and shalom.